It's $4 a gallon.
Somebody sneezed and it went up, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you predict it?
Buy the gas station on
It's
the
$4
corner.
a gallon in
$4.50
Pam's last report, I think.
But that would stay the same, whether we lease, purchase, whatever. Right? Joe?
We will have that cost regardless,
We will.
Unless we outsource.
unless we outsource.
We still have to pay for the gigs.
So purchase
Not
or
that.
leasing. That Al's question was,
Whether
When we
lease-
outsource it, it's included in the price.
Whether we lease or purchase buses, we have to pay for the fuel, so that's not gonna change that.
Yeah, you matter is 178
The world is becoming more dangerous, and every time that happens,
Yeah.
fuel costs go up.
5% a year, 5%
Well,
will leave it status quo.
I'd say to 5%.
What, fuel?
every year.
Yeah. That's the only way to be safe.
I mean, we've been lower than that, so like I said,
So it'll
we only
whack
went
it
up
out.
3, we only went up 2. I
They,
mean, that's not,
Well, remember, fuel costs went down last year, this year.
Okay,
So,
that's why I'm-
up, yeah, so 5% for the projection.
fuel's increased.
Okay, so we start with the district budget, which is 161,960, increase of 5% for FY15, which will make it 170,058. And FY16 is 178,561. And FY17 is 187,489.
5% annual increase.
And that's a 5% per year increase.
All right, so tires.
Tires, we just put in enough to repair what we have. This year's budget, we have at 3,000, but I believe Pam thought she had 1 or 2 tires she would need to replace when she put that budget in. So for our projection, we went out with 1,200 again, simply because we didn't think we would need, if we were doing a whole new fleet of buses, we would only possibly have a couple repairs if that.
But that obviously increases if you keep the buses.
Right.
Buses, we know that's gonna go up to 30,000+. At $550 a tire, right?
You have to replace them all.
And there's 6 tires per bus.
And the front are different than the back.
Sure.
The front tires are required different than the back. So I could get prices on tires for you for the front and the back.
Probably cheaper.
But the average is about $550 a tire. 6
tires
tires.
in the truck, it's not, so.
Okay, so 6 tires, 22 buses, 132 tires, 550. I don't know where I was thinking, that's $72,000.
Now, they may not all need brand new tires next year, but over the
Over
course of
3
time.
years, you're gonna spend $72,000 on
That's gonna
tires.
rotate 50,000 miles.
There should be
I
a
like your idea
rotation.
better.
There's 50,000 miles on the buses, you need new tires. 50,000.
So every 3 years.
So every 3. You know, somebody got a part-time job at the other bus place, drove the bus in, takes off the tires out. Every day we get the fleet done. All right, so that's another,
Denise
if
is you not paying
keep the
attention
buses.
again. She would've
Well,
done
he
a
was
lot
talking
better
about
than
going to the other yard, I heard that.
that. He was talking
I
about
didn't
you
hear- I
taking
didn't-
his
that
part-time
wasn't
job
me.
the other
That was
one and
somebody
like
buying
swapping
it.
out tires. with
I
it.
know. would help.
Tell his wife never to drink that.
So if we were to keep the buses, I would say 25,000 a year over 3 years for tires. That sound, can we
We could
make it
come up
up,
with a
1/3 of
better-
the fleet over each year?
Like a more specific price.
Yeah. We could get you, we
Because you
could
don't
get
think
you
they're all
actually
500,
prices, so
like
you
maybe
know,
the
and
back
I could
ones
see how
aren't
many
500,
tires
the
we
front ones
actually
probably
did
are.
do.
And the
At
back ones
Michael's.
probably don't wear out as fast as the front ones.
No.
'Cause they're just being pulled along, right?
But if we bought
No, it's where the traction
the
comes
all
from.
new buses,
They wouldn't start going
then we
until
could
later
start
on.
the rotation.
Later.
You can't rotate them.
Well, we'd have to stagger releases, but that costs money too.
Yeah.
Just
25,000, everything was free.
As I'm going through this, I'm just doing the numbers in my head, buying these buses is not starting, it's starting to sound not reasonable.
I'm interested in that 5-year lease. See how much of that saves.
And we're still saying staggered then, right?
Yeah.
It's, right.
Well, that would change the cost, yeah. We'd have to do some 3 years and some 5 years.
Yeah, let's do,
But if we were to purchase the buses,
I would do 5 for a year and on the run side. And
well,
then,
we
you know,
could find it.
Oh, yeah.
and then
But the
slowly.
key, to buy the buses, we're looking at $60,000 for a mechanic, plus, I'm just throwing it out, 25,000 for the tires. Parts, plus parts. So we're well over $100,000.
But presumably you get some money back when you sell the buses, right? Keep them for 5, 10
Well,
years.
if
they
we
got
were to
some
purchase the
residual.
buses, in my mind, we would drive those things till they died.
So they have no residual, those are-
And that's how I would do it. I mean, a little duct tape on my car goes a long way, but.
Well, there's liability issues.
Yeah, I don't know.
20-year-old
I
bus.
don't know what the decision would be,
Well,
but,
they probably only last 10 years.
I mean, if you buy them, we would keep them as long as we could, and replace them only if they needed to be replaced. Or go back to that replacement cycle. But as we're going through this, I'm just thinking, man, this doesn't sound practical to buy these buses.
Well, we have to look at, I'll have to
Run
run the numbers and see.
Just thinking out loud.
I mean, if we could extend the leases on what we have and start a replacement cycle, it's probably best option.
Cost-wise.
Cost-wise, or then go to the 5-year lease.
And if we buy them, is there like a 5-year loan that we can get for a very low
Sure.
percentage?
Our credit's good.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking, because we will technology plan that should be 4 years.
That
I
was-
answered that now. So
That was a result of
5
some
years.
serious brainstorming.
Yes, serious.
I was trying to get Mrs. Raymond to cut her costs, and she says, no.
She went for the $2,000.
And
That was
I
right.
said 600, so we
Yeah.
met.
Were you guys here for that when they did that? That
No, it was only the 4 of us.
Oh.
And I won. I mean,
And I won.
Rick and I were almost crying. We
Wait,
were in
let's
tears. They threatened us quite a bit.
Oh, it's nice to get stuff that we can afford and yet have it be on the edge of technology. That's awesome.
And these radios, they're just a replacement cost.
Yeah.
So if we give the buses back, do we, I can't remember, did we take our radios and cameras out, the other ones?
Yes.
Is that what we did?
Well, radios for sure, cameras, radios, we don't, our cameras and radios don't.
Yeah.
Cameras are ours.
But I think there's a cost to do that. Yeah, I thought they charged us like $2,000 or something like that, it seems like, remember?
Take the cameras out.
And put them in, when we traded the other buses in, they took the cameras out and put them in the new ones.
It was the two, was it 2,000 total maybe?
I thought, yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
us.
VCR tapes, and now we've got CDs, I think that maybe is what they.
Maybe it was an upgrade on their cameras.
Well, I mean, that's another thing we just have to consider. And workers' comp, you based that on actual, right?
I based it on, I called Click and asked them how much of our workers' comp bill is attributable to the transportation.
Inflation, and that's the number.
And that's the number. And it's because it's a different,
A lot of accidents. Physical. Slips and falls, things of that nature for our bus drivers.
We didn't have that many this year, I mean.
No.
We had two.
We're in a pool.
Actually, but not with physical accident.
Other people, yeah.
These are click. That's the problem, because our click got like
Oh, yeah.
hundreds of schools
Oh,
in
yeah.
it. And it's based on everybody's average.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily what we do, it's an average of what everybody has done. That's why I was joking, saying, maybe our pool is in Arizona where they haven't had this ridiculous. I doubt it. I have a feeling it's all in the area.
So what's the
the pink was Westway, this was a comparison of the aggregate numbers that were provided in the bids. The aggregate number to our district expenditure. So, total Westway costs were $1,150, sorry, let's go to FY '15.
There we go.
Total Westway's costs were $1,092,567. And compared to our projected costs for the year, there was no savings to go with Westway. There was a cost, a 3% cost, so there was no savings in that comparison. For students' costs, total costs were $1,033,000. So there would be a 2% savings to go with, over the district costs, to go with, for students. And then as we go out in the projected, and this is all based on the initial lease numbers that I gave you guys on this sheet. We haven't made any changes to the leasing at this point. I made changes to a couple other things as we've been talking, in our projections, but their total costs were $1,125,000. So that would be a 2% savings, or $22,000. And first students' costs are $1,048,000, for a 9% savings for the district. And then,
Okay, but is it, and the fuel cost is in there, and if there's no, like, fuel prices spike, you don't get hit with any additional charges or anything like that?
going forward,
Yeah.
yeah, there is a caveat. That there's a limit on the price. I don't have the bids with
Is that in this presentation?
7%. I have to get surcharge. And then,
Basically, they go 3% a year, right?
Not the first student,
first student was 1.5%, and Westway was 3%.
Yeah, please suggest any areas in which you foresee potential cost savings for school, blah, 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 blah. And for some reason, Westway put cost of fuel in this term, 38.
Oh, yeah.
The other one did not.
Even like with ours, like, are our demographics gonna change or anything? Or do we need like less bus routes or anything like that?
I can't see it less.
Okay.
It's mainly, your demographics are what your enrollment is.
Right, that's what I just
I
wanted to
mean, we have projected enrollment that is declining, but not extensive. Yeah.
We looked at that last year, the 2 routes, and then they would have had to cross State Street, and that subdivision behind Jermaine's is just, I walked it, I got lost. And because there's no streets that go straight. and someplace they want sidewalks, so we're cut through, in between. Have you ever been back there? It's like fences, we had to cut. I said, there's no way kids can do this.
Literally the same.
All right, so we've gone through the expenses, we talked about salary and benefits. Not a whole lot we can do with that part. And we tweaked some of the increases, so the only variables we have right now are leasing options, leasing purchase options. And Mr. Jeremy will have to get his numbers on that. So how would you feel if the updated spreadsheet with the assumptions we just went through, and come back with whatever answers you have? Are you okay with that? So we would have to meet one more time for the regular meeting.
Can we see what the?
Before the next.
I'm sorry? Oh.
But still, we should,
Like
I'd
sooner
rather
rather than
stay
later.
ahead of this, because if we do have to lease buses, we're gonna have to do that. in
Let's,
May.
all right, we'll throw out some dates, you know, that works for everybody.
In April, how's that?
All right, so what day's the meeting in April?
4/23.
Oh, okay,
I
I
have
can
to
do
look,
that.
but according to,
It says, yes,
Sidekick
April
over there.
23rd, public hearing in motion on outsourcing, is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
That's really fires.
Okay, so we have some time, but we still want to get it done
Our
as soon as
real
possible, as soon as
meeting.
possible.
What's your name?
Well,
I'll
when,
remember it.
when you get the numbers,
Do you want me to spell that last name?
let us
I don't
know.
know that last name, just pronounce it.
That's a good idea.
I mean,
Ed's
let's
wife.
get it as soon as we can, but
I don't like to be late.
don't plan on scheduling something in weeks. It takes 3 weeks to get the numbers.
And what I'll try to do is see that you guys get this ahead of time, so we're not looking at a meeting.
When's our meeting in April?
23rd.
I'm gonna put that down.
It should be in there.
But seriously, we
Let's
should,
meet
you
know what?
next week.
guys, we should, because if we have the lease, we'll have to start
Yeah.
the whole leasing
Yeah, we'd have to
process,
start bidding it and all that.
like, in the beginning of April, correct?
All right, so let's get the numbers.
As soon as possible,
Am I talking too much again?
as soon as possible.
No.
Yes.
All right, let's get the
No, not
numbers.
you. Yes to you, not to you.
We'll call a meeting, and I'll have Sandy.
What- As soon as we get the numbers, we're gonna schedule the next meeting.
Thank you.
That's what I meant.
Leasing and stuff.
All right, so I'll have Sandy send you guys the emails and work it out.
Can we be put on that list, or one
What
list,
I want to be on the list too.
for the next meeting?
Can I just,
So you're gonna
can I
notify?
let you know?
Yeah, so
How to
you
get
can
in
let
touch
me
with
know.
you, and then you can, is that?
You know what you do? You just talk to Jackie
No,
Carlisle.
we'll schedule
It'll be on
another
the
meeting,
calendar.
finance committee
Oh, the
meeting.
finance
for
committee.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll have this
Let
on
me
the
know.
agenda one more time then, with some,
Do we want to schedule our regular meeting also, or?
Well, that's
think
what it
This
is.
will be it, okay.
yeah.
I
so,
just was wondering.
you know, see, I don't think there's anything else we need to do, for this month other than this.
I think they have to bring the next technology piece to us, unless you just want me to say, yeah, I'm.
We gave you the money.
I'm
No,
okay with
not that part.
Not for
There's
that,
more?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We approved to
As
borrow.
far as I'm concerned, you've approved everything.
But you guys are bringing that
We
to
have-
us
we have to
next week.
approve
Right, but then
the
they're supposed to be in
computers
that
at the
step.
bottom.
All right, so let's do this, we'll get the numbers, I'll have Sandy pull everybody.
You know what,
and-
I'll make sure that we're ready for the same night, and we'll do it at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
How
because
about
we
that?
love those long meetings.
No, she's
No, I'm
talking about
telling you.
finance committee.
For the
Oh,
finance committee.
Yeah, that's good, that's good.
And then because it'll just be quicker, don't you think? Okay. Is that okay?
Works
That's
for
much
me.
better.
Okay.
You can explain it here, but that's a lot of
Okay.
Are you comfortable with what we went through? Any questions, send an email. And, same thing to you guys. Cindy will just come in here and demand answers.
Are you guys gonna run to the board?
Nope.
I am.
You had so much fun.
Another headache, right?
Al and Pat.
It's not a headache.
Oh.
That was about 40
Who's
pounds.
that?
Cindy
Cindy, Al, Mike,
And Dave.
Dave, Mom.
I was a blonde when I started.
Aged about 20 years in the course of
I-
5.
Absolutely.
He's only been on the, for what, a year?
Yeah, after we did all the hard work.
I don't know, I still, this last month,
I know,
this
that
last,
that first quarter was pretty tough.
yeah, these last couple weeks.
We were just training you. It was boot camp.
You should really
Actually,
fun.
if you so, can I just get you guys a sign?
You understand all the money, here I have to back this down.
You have a smirk on your
Stay
face when you
on
say
your
that.
budget. That's all. Seriously, I said you weren't. You got that, you got that so
It might be fun eventually.
I think it will be.
Have you reached that eventually?
Yeah.
Yep, kind of, the last few
We're
months
getting
have been
there.
fun.
Well, usually they have fun at my expense.
That's true.
If you're not on the board, nobody's having fun,
Who
right?
said? Who says he's not gonna do it? No.
It has to be, because I go to the office, it's the same thing there. I go home, it's the same thing.
No. There's a lot of stacks that are the monsters that are all from Lemont. I think this guy.
All right, so we're good?
I have my mic in order. Oh, you like that?